Oh man. You know, I only did that when it was Halloween, okay? That was because it was Halloween. Tonight, this is something different. And I don't care how this is going right now. I'm doing this review my way right now, okay? And right now, a lot has happened tonight. And first off, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Winter is Coming AEW Dynamite review. I'm sure you already know why I just did that right now, because I wanted to. And I think we know one of the biggest things that happened tonight on this show, and we are going to get into it, okay? There is a lot to say about AEW Dynamite tonight. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I have been excited tonight, okay? After watching two shows, my energy level is on high right now. I am turned the fuck up, and I'm ready to talk about this damn show. I am telling you right now, okay? Woo! Man, it's a lot to talk about tonight. Alright, because listen, winter is coming. They've been building this up for multiple weeks now, and they had some good surprises. Some, I would say, two big ones, honestly, that would say didn't take up the entire show, but we still gonna go over the entire show anyway to what happened. We do first kick it off with a battle royale with mostly everybody standing on the outside of the ring. Apparently, whoever wins this battle royale, or the final two people, will face each other next week in a one-on-one match for that Dynamite ring, because I guess we still need to make that look important since MJF has been holding on to it for over a year now. So they had to do that. Basically, this battle royale consisted of, MJF, Wardlow, Sammy Guevara, Private Party, Matt Hardy, depending on which version of Matt Hardy. I think it was Big Money Matt. Orange Cassidy, Kip Sabian, Miro, Dark Order, Scorpio Sky, Sean Spears, which they kind of had a stare down at the beginning with each other. Miro, Hangman Page, a lot of it. Listen, this battle royale really didn't go on that long. It was relatively short. The only things I could really take from this was the Dark Order and Hangman. I guess they're still trying to build into something into that. Sean Spears and Scorpio Sky continue to feud with each other. Miro did look like a beast out there. I will say that. At least he looked strong in this match, because I think his booking has looked like shit, especially with this whole Kip Sabian, whatever this horrible feud is between them and the best friends are. I wish it ended. Like I said, I still think they booked them in the wrong position, bringing them into this company, especially given I don't even know what he's doing at this point. Whatever this whole, I don't even know when this bachelor party thing, whatever's supposed to happen with him and Kip Sabian, I don't even know, okay? I will admit, they did make him look strong out there, eliminating Private Party and Jelly Nutella and Matt Hardy and others and whatnot. But, like I said, they did make Miro look strong. And kind of, when it got to the final between him and, the Inner Circle and, Jungle Boy out there, I know the Inner Circle tried to jump Miro, but next, it kind of became like a stare down or showdown between Miro and Wardlow. Basically, both giant guys going back at each other and whatnot. But Miro was able to get out of the Inner Circle. Pretty much they grabbed them and everything, but Wardlow ended up basically closing him outside the ring. Next thing you know, they went for Jungle Boy. Both Jungle Boy and Sammy Guevara started jumping up and over the apron. Really cool stuff, I should say that. But it ended up with MJF pushing them to the ground. MJF thought him and Wardlow won. They won the match and everything. But Orange Cassidy was still in the match, and Cassidy ended up eliminating Wardlow. We ended up eliminating Wardlow because Wardlow almost eliminated MJF right out there. So Cassidy took him out, and I guess next week will be MJF versus Orange Cassidy for the Diamond Ring. Honestly, I'm surprised this Cassidy push is still going on, but hey, he's popular, folks. So I don't really want to see him versus MJF next week. I kind of didn't even want him to be in this match in general, or just make it to the drop something. Make it to the final two and whatnot. I really didn't want to see that, but apparently they're still doing this whole Orange Cassidy push. I wouldn't mind if it was just, Miro and Wardlow fighting for this diamond ring. But like I said, they got to make this thing look important. And when Cassidy won, the best friends came out and celebrated, and Miro and Sabian tried to attack. Yeah, this feud's still fucking dumb at the end of the day, and I still really don't care. The Battle Royale, like I said, it went pretty quick, and it was okay. like I said, at least they made Miro look strong. Jungle Boy, I actually almost wanted Jungle Boy to win. Could have been Jungle Boy and MJF. You could have had a rematch right there and build something on upon that. Given that, they really been trying to build Jungle Boy as a face or a sympathetic one, which we haven't really seen him a lot lately, but they could do if they ever get the chance to and whatnot. But like I said, the Battle Royale was whatever. Chris Jericho went against Frankie Kazarian. Not a bad match, I should say. They had some time out there too. I know Ortiz and JK were out there with him. At one point they were gonna see what they're gonna do, like throw in or hit him. No, not hit him with anything. But Kaz had the Boston Crab onto Jericho and whatnot, and Ortiz gonna hit him with something, but basically Kazarian got away from it and everything. Next thing you know, though, what was it? Wardlow and MJF come out then. Basically, they were going to throw in a towel. Sammy Guevara came out then, stopping him from doing that. But then Jericho looked like he was about to blame Guevara. Kaz tried to come back with the, with the roll-up. Well, several roll-ups until Jericho hit the Judas effect, winning the match then. Next thing you know, all the Inner Circle members started arguing with each other. Jericho says, I'm sick of this bullshit. I'm sick of it. Enough of this shit. You got 7 days to figure this out. And next week, we decide if the Inner Circle stays together or breaks up for good. My only question in this entire segment was, where was Santana? Like, where was he? We saw every other member, but where was Santana in all of this? So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know why he wasn't there tonight or something. So I was kind of finding odd he wasn't there. Like I said, the match itself was pretty good between Kazarian and Jericho. I don't know if anybody's ever seen a Kazarian and Jericho match in the past. Not really sure, but this wasn't that bad though. I'll say that. The Young Bucks were being interviewed. They were talking about they had their title match or some match next week against the Hybrid 2 until the Acclaim, which I didn't even know who these guys were. They start rapping a lot of dick jokes in these rhymes, I should say. Listen, my neighbors told me about them. I don't watch Dark, but maybe I should give it a chance. Maybe I guess I've heard they've been trying to build new talent on there. Usually I just don't watch the show because it's just a whole bunch of job guys on there, but my neighbors tell me these guys are good. Okay, he told me about them, so I'm trying to see what the Acclaim are about. But basically, after they did their little rhyme, Hybrid 2 ended up attacking the Bucks from behind, and SCU came for the save then. Britt Baker went against Layla Hirsch. Layla Hirsch was like 4'11", I believe. My friend said that a lot of people want her to join Team Taz just because, throws a lot of suplexes. Almost like a mini Taz, short and whatnot. She is good, I'll say, for the second time on TV. Baker, I'll admit, still botchy, but someone got better throughout the match and whatnot. It wasn't bad or anything. I will say at least the women weren't in a death spot at 8:30 p.m. as usual. And this was it was a good match. Thunder Rosa came out then after Baker won the match with the lockjaw, which I thought was kind of funny. Even JR was right. Just pin her. Why did you have to go to the top rope? Like, why are you wasting time? Just pin her, okay, until, Rebel came in and caused a distraction. But Thunder Rosa came out and attacked Britt Baker then. They basically had a pull apart after that. So, not bad, I will say. Layla Hirsch, I don't know if she's signed to the company or not. This is the second time she's been on Dynamite. So, she's not bad. Not bad at all. I'm sure a lot of people are going to go on the size difference and whatnot. But, like I said, some people are already trying to compare to Taz or putting her on a Team Taz and whatnot. But like I said, segment was pretty solid. Cody Rhodes and Darby Allin went against Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks. One thing to say about Powerhouse Hobbs is this. Listen, I know he's out there dressed like Taz or looking like Taz 2.0 with the colors and whatnot, but here's the thing. Like, this guy's got to cut a promo or something, because when you think about it, my friend Steven said this. He has no identity. I even said he's just the muscle guy of this group, or he called him he's just big and black. That's all he is, just a big ass black dude and whatnot. But he's got no identity. We don't know much about him. We don't know his background. Like, we haven't heard the guy even talk, okay? He's just the muscle guy of the group. And I'm sure people are going to say, well, Cage is also, but we know who Cage is. We know where Cage came from. We know he's the Machine, and he's got a background, and people know he is. Nobody doesn't really know who Willie Hobbs is, okay? This is a guy they signed, which they're trying to build, but he doesn't have any identity to him. And why should we care about this guy the same? Like, we do someone care, but, like, why should we, though? Okay? He's just the muscle guy of this Taz group. Like I said, the tag match wasn't that bad. Darby ended up hitting the coffin drop on the Ricky Starks, which, by the way, even I'm sure everybody saw it, his shoulders were up. So I don't know. I think that was a botch if you ask me. His shoulders were up. But next thing you know, Hobbs tried to jump Darby Allin. Arn Anderson tried to get in and fight, but the numbers gang got to him. Dustin Rhodes came for the save then, but Brian Cage came out, and he pretty much had the momentum. They were about to hold up Cody then, it looks like. They hit him with the title, but next thing you know, the lights went out. All this snow on the screen started showing up then, and next thing you know, man, I couldn't believe it. This is probably the biggest moment of the night. This was a mark out moment. And listen, I don't care what anybody says. I jumped out my motherfucking seat and I said, oh shit. I was hyped. I was happy. I don't care what anybody says. The Icon Sting showed up. I already have the merch, by the way, too. But Sting, face painted all, black and white baseball bat. The black baseball bat itself. Just snow coming down and whatnot. And he's just coming to the ring. Like I said, face paint. Just what they call Tony Schiavone saying it's Sting. It's like WCW in the late 90s, what some say on Nitro and whatnot. They even say Sting has not been on TNT ever since WCW went out of business in 2001 back in March. Listen, there's a lot of things you could say about Sting. Former NWA champion, former WCW champion, former TNA World Heavyweight champion. Like, come on, man, this man's resume speaks for itself. Okay. Listen, the last time Sting has really done anything in wrestling was back in, WWE, and unfortunately he got hurt by Seth Rollins and whatnot, and just kind of faded off. And I'm sure a lot of people are saying right now, oh, well, the Taker match didn't happen. I don't know if it ever really was ever going to happen not with Taker, but Sting showed up in AEW. He had basically a stare down on Arn Anderson, Cody, Darby Allin, and whatnot. Dustin Rhodes, which some of these people he has faced before walking out and, doing his woo thing. Like, I gotta lie, I did that too. I did the woo and whatnot. So, Sting, and I'm sure he's getting paid a big shitload of money, which they even said Sting has signed a multi-year deal with AEW. All he had to do was walk out, just look at some people, take out his baseball bat, and leave. So that's Sting there for you, folks. Now, I know it's been a lot of controversy online of what is Sting going to do in AEW? Will he wrestle? Will he manage? What is Sting's role? What is he going to do? I don't know what's going to happen with Sting. I don't know if he will. A lot of people already really believe he's going to wrestle. Okay? I don't know. Like I said, the guy got hurt like 4 or 5 years ago by Seth Rollins and whatnot, and it's very unfortunate what happened. And, I look at Sting's time in WWE, and it's just, like I said, I already fucked it up once they had Triple H go over him at WrestleMania, and it's not much you can really say about his WWE career as much. You really can, and like I said before, a lot of people still want to see the Sting and Taker match, so I don't know what's going to happen with Sting. Like I said, this was the biggest highlight of the night to me, from this show, okay? Some would say the highlight of the year. And like I said before, I'm sure everybody that watched this tonight in their home or whatever marked the fuck out when Sting, because I sure as hell did, okay? And I was genuinely happy. Even my friends said, because AEW, I said, I don't care if Sting showed up anyway. I would have marked out either way, okay? I've watched this guy for freaking years. Still one of my favorites and whatnot. But like I said, I don't know what Sting's going to do, because we already know what happened with the neck injury a few years ago, and I don't know. All I can say is we're just going to have to wait and see, all right? We will wait and see. They say he's going to talk next week, so yes, folks, Sting is in AEW, All right, and like I said, it gave people chills tonight. You want to talk about winter is coming? Then winter is here, cause I had chills too. I had the chills. Like I had to say, holy fucking shit. Sting is in AEW, so we gonna see what happens. We are going to see what happens. He just came out, almost like a WWE did before. He came out, pointed. Well, that was when it was on Raw, but he just came out, looked around, and he left. So Sting, huge paycheck. I'm gonna say that. Oh man, even though a lot of people out there too, at least the people did mark out for that also. But other than hyping up the show next week, I know they talked to Hikaru Shida, which she talked about Abaddon and said she wasn't afraid of some cosplayer zombie, and then some noise happened and she jumped and basically said, "Can we do the interview again?" No, this is live, and then they left. It's funny when Marvin is saying that, Abaddon's one of the top contenders. I'm like, who the fuck is Abaddon even beaten? She showed up on TV one time. How's she a top contender already? Listen, the Su Yung wannabe here, listen, they're just throwing anybody a sheet at this point, if you ask me. They're just throwing bodies to be throwing bodies to give up wins, because why the fuck should we even give a fuck about, discount Su Yung right there? Like, please tell me, because I hear Abaddon is not really that good, and I've already spoke enough about Abaddon in general, so I even called a discount Rosemary also. So why do we need to see this match, and why does she even get a title shot? It makes zero sense, okay? And the promo with Sheeta was kind of whatever, if you ask me. I don't know if that was a botch in that. I think it was, especially if you want to try to do it live again. So I don't know. Odd stuff. I know they played a Moxley promo. Talking about his bitch slapped the wrestling world in the mouth, and him and Kenny are destined to be rivals, and this match is gonna go absolutely bananas tonight. But before we did begin this match, Don Callis from Impact Wrestling was back on commentary again for the main event, which got a lot of time. Okay, so yes, Jon Moxley, Kenny Omega, AEW World Championship on the line. This was a good match. I feel like, number one, a lot of commercials. Let's point that off the back, number one. And they went almost 30 minutes out there and everything, but I thought this was a good match. And yes, it did get in almost second, third gear later on and whatnot. But the match itself, and we're going to get mostly to the important part near the ending and everything, because it got to the point where Mox had, not the chair part, which they ended up punching each other, and Kenny had like a V-trigger and everything then. But they were outside the ring, and Moxley ended up hitting a, paradigm shift Death Rider into like some heaters and everything. The ref called for a doctor. Mox was in the ring. Don Callis came out to check Kenny Omega, but Mox ended up pulling him into the ring then and started hitting him again. Callis says he's hurt, get a doctor and whatnot. He even had said on a microphone. Mox had knocked him down, but I guess Callis threw the microphone. Omega hit Moxley in the face, or between the eyes with the microphone. Moxley ended up bleeding. Kenny started hitting several V-triggers into Moxley's face before he could hit the one-wing angel for the win. And now we have a new AEW World Heavyweight Champion and whatnot. So Kenny Omega ended up winning, but then right after, Don Callis had pretty much said, celebrated Omega, but then they left the building as they wondered where they were going, and then Marvin says, Callis, where are you going? He says, okay, yeah, we're out, but you're going to have to dress it Tuesday. They said Tuesday. They said Dynamite's on Wednesday. No, Tuesday on Impact Wrestling on Access TV. And even at the end, Eddie Kinks, I guess, was talking about his match. Then he wanted Archer next week. He just showed up on commentary out of nowhere. So, yes, folks, next Tuesday, I think you better be watching out. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be watching out now for Impact Wrestling this Tuesday, because Kenny Omega, the new AEW World Champion, with Don Callis there, is going to be on Impact. So, it's funny to me that, and I'm sure a lot of people are saying this, everybody now wants to give a fuck about Impact Wrestling now. You can tell who the real fans and the fake fans are when it comes to this, because all the people now that was talking shit, now they rush like, what channel does Access TV come on? What channel? Where? How do I watch Impact? I got to see this now. I definitely got to see Impact. That's what everybody is really out here saying. That's why I said the fake fans is really coming out tonight. Okay, so one thing I will say about this, the aftermath seemed more important than the match itself. Honestly, I would have expected at least like a great pay-per-view level match, especially since you've been building up this winter is coming thing and whatnot. I feel like it was too overbooked. Number one, it was a good match, but I think it could have been better and everything if it were just like, called down the middle. If we got a clean finish and whatnot, but just too much overbooking at the ending, and like I said, the aftermath seemed important more than the match itself. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to be questioning now, do AEW and Impact Wrestling have a partnership now? I don't know, but this may be the step to it. Come on, the new AEW World Champion is going to be on Impact Wrestling next Tuesday. Okay, people? Tuesday, Access TV. So I think everyone's going to be watching that. I got to say shout out to the Bodega Wrestling Podcast also, too, man. They really called this out. Also, the Urban Wrestling Network, they've been saying this also. This partnership has been coming, okay? And listen, this does help Impact Wrestling because now they have just gained a lot of buzz, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be tuning in next Tuesday on Impact to see what Kenny Omega does. Now, I don't know if he's actually going to be on the show. I think it may be some type of tape thing because I know Impact's already taped and whatnot at this point in time, but they are going to do something, and I know a lot of people are going to be watching out for it, okay? So I don't know if we're going to see more Impact wrestlers on AEW or AEW on Impact. Even somebody said this tonight. The AEW women should be worried because if you bring the knockouts in, they're going to blow them out of the water. Then again, they already getting blown out of the water by the NWA women's division and whatnot. Come on, they've made the AEW women's division look like bullshit out there, okay? But I was very, very surprised. I was just surprised they even mentioned Impact like that. Like, wait a minute, Omega, the new world champion, gonna be on Impact Wrestling next Tuesday. I'm like, well, oh shit, then we gonna see what happens. We are definitely going to see what happens then. So, yeah, it's just really funny though. Like you said, you knew who the real fans or the fake fans are in this whole thing, okay? So it's just I find it hilarious in a way. So I didn't really expect that. I just still think the main event was overbooked, but if I could count two big things from this show tonight is this: the debut of Sting on AEW and Kenny Omega winning the world title and will be on Impact Wrestling next Tuesday on Access TV, okay? Or however you watch it, Twitch or whatever. So I'm sure, like I said before, I'm sure a lot of people are gonna be watching Impact Wrestling next week. For all the people that shitted on them and everything for so long, now I'm just seeing so many of these people. Oh, I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. Oh, it's hilarious, folks. It is hilarious. So I will say this about Winter is Coming tonight. I think they put a lot of big things into this show. Okay. Listen, the biggest thing you could take away from the show is this, which I would say mostly important from here. Like I said, Omega win the title, Sting, Impact. I like the Thunder Rosa segment with Britt Baker and Layla Hirsch and whatnot. Inner Circle, the whole implosion. We'll see what happens next week. Let's see if Jericho complains about the ratings this week, or I still find it funny. What, NXT beat AEW in the ratings last week, and then a lot of the fans want to go bitch online about that demographic bullshit again. Dude, just take the L, okay? Even and I watch AEW, I'm not going to sit here and complain about demographics, and just win the rating. That's all you got to do. Stop doing this whole 18 to 4. Demographic, we want the demographic. Who gives a fuck about the damn demographic? Just win the ratings, okay? That's all you got to do. Like, damn, you won more than them anyways. Like, they can't take one L. I swear a lot of AEW fans, they cannot take an L to save their life. They just can't, all right? But, yeah, folks, winter is coming. What a show. What a show tonight. So, other than that, though, I'm out. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Follow me on Twitter, @Night890. Check out a video that is online. Wow, what a night, folks. I got to say, this was a very, very exciting night. All right, and I still got another review to go. So, other than that, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.